We were doing Unit 3, the starting point in English 1. Starting point, we have started the chapter, we have almost completed the chapter. Come to page number 22. Page number 22.
Yes.
Yes. So we have completed, I have marked till where we have completed the first paragraph on page number 22. We have completed that. Okay, first paragraph. That means the 8th paragraph. Number 8 is given there. That paragraph we have completed. Now we have to move further with the other paragraphs. Now 10 more paragraphs are there. We will try to do it today itself. Then we will discuss the question answers. Okay, so I'm going to read the 9th paragraph. I was very nervous when we reported at the starting line before the race. This was the first time that I was competing in such an event, and that too before hundreds of spectators. Yes?
Good morning, ma'am.
Good morning, good morning. Okay, just a minute. Just a minute. Yes. Shall I repeat the chapter? Shall I repeat the previous paragraphs or should we go forward with this only? What do you say?
Ma'am, you read review.
Yes?
No, ma'am, we can go forward.
Okay.
Ma'am,
You
we can
want
go
a revision?
forward.
Okay, fine. Then we will go forward because this is a very easy chapter. I'll just sum it up afterwards. Okay, we will just go through the summary once after completing the chapter. So I am continuing with the 9th paragraph. I have already read up to spectators. I had little idea about the procedures and the technicalities for such events. I came fourth in the race. Okay, so Milka Singh, he was just appointed for a race and he was standing there for the race in front of so many spectators. Spectators means audience. Okay, you can write, underline spectators and write audience.
Ma'am, which paragraph?
Paragraph number 9. You can see in blue color 9, 10, 11 are written on page number 22. Okay, 8, 9, 10, 11 like this paragraphs are there, right?
Yes.
So in the 9th paragraph, third line, last word, spectators. Spectators means audience. So Milka Singh, he was starting in the starting line. He was standing there at the starting line before the race, and he was very nervous. Okay, why? Because it was his first race, and he badly wanted to win that race. And in front of so many audience, he was going to race for the first time. Yes,
Ma'am, which page number?
page 22.
Okay.
Yeah, page 22, 9th paragraph. Then he had a little idea about the procedures and the technicalities. That means what all are the procedures and what all are the rules and regulations which should be followed during such events. That means the events regarding the race. Okay, race is an event. So uh, he was participating in the race. So he already knew some of the rules and regulations what all could be followed during the race or during the events, and it is written there he came fourth in the race. So the race was over. He scored the fourth position. I was disappointed but not disheartened. I had raced with star athletes, the national champion Sohan Singh of the Sikh regiment and Pritam Singh, who had represented India in events abroad. So When he came fourth, Milka Singh was a little disappointed. Disappointed means he was little sad for himself that why he didn't came first, right? Why he didn't came first and he came fourth. But he was not disheartened. Disheartened means he did not lose his confidence because it was a pleasure for him to race with such star athletes. Okay, there were the companions who were racing with Milka Singh were star athletes. They have participated in events abroad. They have represented India in abroad in racing events. Okay. So he was not disheartened. He was a kind of little disappointed because he was not able to score the first position. Then, okay, so the who were the star athletes? National champion Sohan Singh of the Sikh regiment. Sikh regiment means Sikh group. Okay, the group of people who belong to Sikh. Okay, Sikh Samaj. Then and Preetham Singh, both were of Sikh Samaj. Now come to paragraph 11. When I returned from Hyderabad, it was back to work as usual. Parades, other military duties, and examinations consumed my time. But my desire to succeed as an athlete was as stronger as ever. After a day of hard work, I would carry my dinner back to the barracks and hide the plate of food under my bed. While my colleagues relaxed in the evenings, I would be at the ground practicing. I still did not know the techniques needed to run a 400-meter race, but I followed a rule of thumb. I would run one round at the highest speed possible, rest for a while, and then run another one. So when he came back to, when he came back to his original place from when he returned from Hyderabad after the racing event was over, okay, when he came back, it was back to back work schedule, okay, like parades, military duties, examination, all these things were consuming Milka Singh's time. And while the other his mates, the other friends of Milka Singh, when they used to rest, what Milka Singh did, he used to practice. He Because he did not know how to how to complete a 400-meter race, or what are the techniques needed, what are the skills needed. Okay, there are some skills and techniques which a sports person should practice before his final games. So he was just practicing all time. Okay, he just used to run, at his highest speed and then rest for a while, and then again he will start running because he was in ease of, he was eager to practice more and more. He was very eager to practice more and more. He was very eager to win the races. That's why he used to practice and did not take a rest. Okay, for some time he would take rest, and then again his practice was started. And then, after a day of hard work, I would carry my dinner back to the barracks. What is barracks? A group of buildings in which soldiers live. So we all know he was a soldier. Many companions were there. So after his hard day, after a busy day, busy work schedule, he would take his food and hide the plate under his bed. Why? Otherwise, others would eat that. Okay. So he used to hide his plate under his bed, and while his colleagues relaxed, he used to go for practice. He used to run. He used to find out skills and techniques which are needed for a 400-meter race. Okay. Then I would complete 5 or 6 rounds and then return to my room to take a bath and have dinner. Now, why he is saying that, why he is hiding his food? Because when he came back from his work, he knew that he would practice now. Now after practice, he will feel hungry. Now they will only get one time food. Only in the evening they will get one time. Every time they will not get food. So he used to take that food and hide it under the bed so that not everyone could see that, and then nobody would eat that. And then he would complete his practice sessions. He would run for 5 to 6 rounds and then come and take a bath, and then he has his dinner. While others have already had their dinner, they must have slept, they must have, they must be doing some other work. He used to come after practice, take bath, and he have his dinner. This was my routine for many months. For many months, he continued these things. This was the schedule, a secret activity that no one was aware of. So basically, no one was aware of this activity that he used to go. and practice for so much, so long, and he used to run, 5 to 6 rounds. Nobody knew this. Okay, it was a secret. One night, I was doing my regular practice rounds when Brigadier S.P. Vohra spotted me. He was on his after dinner walk. So one night, what happened? He was just doing his regular practice when one of the brigadier, okay, brigadier is the higher authority of soldiers. So he was just taking his after work after dinner walk. This brigadier, he was on his after dinner walk, and he spotted Milka Singh running in the ground. He asked, "Why are you on the grounds at this hour?" He asked sharply. So this brigadier asked Milka Singh, "Now, what are you doing here? Why are you on the ground during this time? This is a night time. You must sleep at this time." Or sharply or very rudely, he asked. So what Milka said? "Sir," I said, clicking my heels and snapping to attention. I tried to do a smart salute, though I was breathing hard and dripping sweat from every pore. "Sir," I panted, "I am practicing for the 100-meter race." Now, brigadier, he saw the brigadier. Now, brigadier, I've told you, he is the higher authority of soldier. So usually soldiers, what they do when they see their higher authority, they salute them. Okay, so Milka Singh, after all the practice, after 4 to 5 rounds, he was shivering. He was not able to stand properly. He was very tired, and sweat was continuously flowing from every pore of his body. Okay, he was totally in sweat. So it is written here. I said clicking my heels and snapping to attention. That means the position which we do a salute. Okay, clicking our heels, like now how to do a salute. We'll just push our legs forward, then keep it down, and then hands up and salute. So that's he's just describing that in a wordly manner. So he was trying to salute that brigadier. He was breathing very hard because he was tired. And he said, "Sir," and he was panted. He was very, he was tired. He was sweating continuously. He said, "Sir, I'm practicing for my 100-meter race." Are you all following me? You're not sleeping, right?
Yes,
Yes?
ma'am.
Yeah. Is anybody sleeping? Is anybody feeling sleepy?
Ma'am, page number?
Okay, he don't know
No,
the page
ma'am.
number. Okay, 23, page number 23. Okay. So just try to join on time, okay? Otherwise, you will not know the page number, you will not know which paragraph we are reading. Then you will miss out things, okay? So I am telling you this for your betterment. Okay, I'm not scolding you. I'm just requesting you to attend the classes on time. 8:30 means 8:30. Okay? Will you follow this from next time onwards? Yes, who is talking? Okay, will you follow this from next time onwards? Can I get a yes?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, very good. Okay, so the next paragraph number 15. Practicing? Why are you practicing at this hour? He asked, sounding a little astonished. "Because I don't have time to practice during the day, sir," I replied quietly. He stared at me, then nodded and walked away briskly. I felt quite relieved that I had been let off easily. Okay, so what is written here? In 15th paragraph, he is asking, the brigadier is asking Milka Singh, "You are practicing. Why? Why are you practicing during this hour? This is a night time. You must go for sleep. You must have your dinner this time. Why are you practicing so late?" And he asked, sounding a little astonished. Astonished means surprised. Okay, you can write the meaning of astonished. Astonished meaning surprised. Like it was obviously a surprise for the brigadier that during this night time, a person is practicing for his race. Despite of sleeping, or despite of having food, despite of spending quality time with other people, he is practicing. He was practicing. So this was a very astonishing moment or surprising moment for the brigadier. Then, when he asked this, why are you practicing at this hour during night? What Milka Singh answered, because I don't have time to practice during the day, sir. I don't have time. I am a soldier. I have so much work to do. We have all the assignments, all the examinations, all the practice, parades, and everything. I don't have time to practice during daytime. That's why I'm practicing during night time. So he stared at Milka Singh. Stared means he looked, looked in a way like continuously without taking his eyes off. Okay. Stared means without taking eyes off, he looked. You can write the meaning. Right? Looked without taking. Stared. The meaning of stared. Stared. On paragraph 17. Stared. First line. Stared. The meaning is looked without taking his eyes off. Looked without taking his eyes off. That means he was looking continuously Milka Singh, that why is he practicing? Like when Milka Singh said, I don't have time to practice during the day. That's why I'm practicing at this hour. So he was just staring Milka Singh and then nodded his head. Okay, yeah, continue. And then he walked away. Walked away briskly. Briskly means, write the meaning of briskly, quickly. Briskly means quickly, or we can say in an energetic manner. So he stared at Milka Singh, then nodded his head and then walked away quickly. And Milka Singh felt quite relieved that he had been let off easily. Like usually, the higher authority are supposed to scold people. They scold people when they see anyone doing anything, you know, untimely or in not in the time of doing that thing, but they are doing, or if they find anyone doing mischiefs, they used to scold them. But here, this brigadier, he did not scolded him. He nodded his head and he walked away quickly. So Milka Singh was quite relieved. He was okay. He was very calm. He said, "Okay, yeah, he did not scold me. Okay, he let him off easily." Then 18th paragraph. This meeting led to a series of actions that I had never anticipated. The next day, the commander of my company told me that I did not have to do fatigue duty anymore. Okay, so this meeting means when this brigadier spotted Milka Singh practicing, that meeting, changed a little more, changed his life. Okay, that means it led to a series of actions that he never anticipated. Anticipated means expected, or he was not, not thinking of that also. The next day, commander of my company, that means the Milka Singh's company, as a commander. So he told Milka Singh that from now onwards, Milka Singh, you don't have to do fatigue duty anymore. Fatigue duty means tiring duty. That means, uh, you know, parades and taking rounds of the campus and all. Like fatigue duty is the ones in which sweat is flowing, and like it is a tiring duty. Is it clear? Yeah.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. While doing fatigue duty, what happens? The person who is, the person who is involved in that becomes tired. Okay. Fatigue means tiring, or chakkar aana jisko bolte hain Hindi mein. Like that. Then, last paragraph. This gave me more time to practice. I was given better facilities. A nutritious diet and special attention was paid to my grooming. This incident opened up a whole new world for me, one that offered innumerable opportunities. So now this meeting, when this brigadier spotted Milka Singh, from next day onwards, the commander also came and told, now you don't have to participate in the fatigue duties. And he was given more time for practice. For what? For which practice? His 400-meter race practice. And he was given better facilities, better food, good diet, and special attention was paid to his grooming. Grooming means his training to become a world-class athlete. So they also, the higher authorities also wanted Milkha Singh to become a great athlete. So they helped him in all way possible. They gave him good diet. They exempted him from other fatigue activities. Okay, this incident opened up a whole new world for me. So Milka Singh is saying that this incident, this whole thing, opened up a very new world to him and gave him many opportunities, innumerable opportunities. Like so many opportunities were in front of Milka Singh after these incidents. Okay, why? Because these people spotted Milka Singh practicing for long hours and dedicated towards his passion. So they were also impressed by Milka Singh. That's why they also wanted him to become the world class athlete. So that's why he is saying that he got so many innumerable good opportunities. Okay.
Okay, ma'am.
Yeah, and now
Yes,
you can
ma'am.
see an extract from The Race of My Life by Milka Singh. So there is a novel named Race of My Life written by Sonia Samvalka. So this portion what we read, this chapter is an extract of that novel. Okay, this chapter is taken from that novel. That is a short story about Milka Singh. That novel could be very long, of 200 page or 300 page. We don't know, but this is a short extract taken from that novel. So I hope this chapter is very clear to you. Okay, now,
Yes, ma'am.
yes. So here the writer description is not given. Okay, on page number 20, usually the chapters have writer name and description. But here it is not given because this is an extract from the novel. That's why it's not given. Okay, now as you all did this time, you went through these things. Word meanings. Go through the word meanings, okay, for the next exam, okay, in September or October, whenever is your half yearly. Just go through these word meanings properly. Okay, so many are there. This chapter has so many word meanings. So you can just go through the important ones, or you can just go through all the word meanings once. Now we have understanding the text. Okay, so we will do this MCQ. A. Choose the correct answers to complete these sentences. On finishing sixth, Milka Singh was overwhelmed with joy by. Can anyone answer?
Ma'am, the promise. Oh, ma'am, the all the B1, all the cheering from friends and strangers alike.
Is it B? On finishing sixth, Milka Singh was overwhelmed by joy with. That means finishing sixth means that on finishing his race, he was overwhelmed with joy because it is not B, it could be A because the promise of a sporting career. Okay, he was so dedicated and he got so many opportunities, right? We read in the last paragraph, he faced many opportunities were given to him, all were happy with him. So A would be the answer. Okay, on finishing sixth, Milka Singh was overwhelmed with joy by the promise of a sporting career. Milka Singh was surprised. Okay, just a minute. Yes. Then Milka Singh was surprised that he was chosen to run the 400-meter event because. Now, what would be the answer? He had never. Yes.
A.
Okay. Just let me check. Let me check. He had never before run a 100-meter race. He had not completed his training. He did not win the cross-country race. So the answer is he had never before run a 400-meter race. A.
Ma'am,
A.
what is first?
First answer is A. Yeah, just a minute. Yes, first one answer is A. The promise of a sporting career. Okay, just a minute. It's not A. I think the one who told B was the right answer. All the cheering from friends and strangers alike. Okay, who told that answer?
Ma'am, I love Siddharthi.
Lakshya. Yeah, Lakshya. You're right. Okay. Like these options are little confusing. So B is the right answer. All the cheering from friends and strangers alike. First one answer is B. Second one answer is A. He had never before run a 400-meter race. The Eureka moment helped him in what? Decide that he wanted to run for India and make his country proud, plan better for the Olympics, decide to join the sports academy. So the Eureka moment helped him in deciding that he wanted to run for India and make his country proud. Okay, A. A is the answer. Then fourth one, Milka Singh was not disheartened that he came fourth in the 400-meter event because he had run the race with India's best athletes. He had ensured his place on the 4 into 400 relay team. There is no place for disappointment in sports. So, what is the answer? Milka Singh was not disheartened because he
Ma'am,
had
A.
run the
C1.
Ma'am, A.
yeah, A is the right answer. He
A1.
had run the race with India's best athletes, and despite of running with India's best athletes, he achieved the fourth position. So that was a very great achievement for him, right? It was a very great achievement for him. It was a challenging moment for him because he was running with the best athletes of India. So that's why he was not disheartened. A is the answer. Fifth, Milka Singh practiced every night because
Ma'am, B.
yeah,
Ma'am,
B. He wanted to be a
Ma'am,
champion in the
B.
400-meter race. Yes, B is the answer.
And ma'am, what is the second one?
Second one, second is A. I'm repeating the answer. First is B, second A, third A, fourth A, fifth B. Is it clear?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Okay, just a minute. So, what was the big? Okay, these are now big answers. So, I will upload these answers in Moodle. Okay, is it clear? Will that be okay?
yes, ma'am.
Yes,
Yes,
ma'am.
ma'am.
Yes,
Yeah.
ma'am.
Okay. So, B, I will upload the answers in Moodle, and appreciating the text, you don't need to write in copy. You just pay attention.
Only question answer.
Yes, you have to only write B. Answer these questions. This portion, these 7 questions, you have to write in notebook. Nothing else.
Okay, ma'am.
Clear? Don't write a multiple choice also. Multiple choice is for book. Only B. Answer these questions. There are 7 questions. These 7 questions you have to write in copy. Nothing else. Appreciating the text also, no need to write. Only these 7 questions you have to write in copy. Otherwise, it would be a
And
load
ma'am,
for you. Yes?
understanding the test.
Understanding the text? No, not that one. On page number 23, don't write that thing. Multiple choice question, these, choose the correct answer. No need to write in copy. Only B portion, that is answer these questions. The 7 questions are there on page number 24. Have you find it? Did you find that?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, answer these questions. Those 7 questions you have to write in copy. I will be uploading the answer by evening or by tomorrow. Then you can write it. Okay?
Okay, ma'am.
Okay, ma'am.
Okay. Now come to page number 25. This thing. A. Complete the sentences with the correct adverbs from the box. A box is given there. So many adverbs are there. Use the question clues to help you. So before that, you can see this table above. Grammar and usage. Here function is there, adverb is there, example is there. Regularly, attentively, sweetly. An example, Milka Singh practiced running regularly. Like these, we can make sentences using these adverbs. So here some adverbs are given. We have to fill these in the box and this blanks given below. He knew it would be difficult, but Tarun faced the challenge boldly. Okay, it's the example. Boldly, it's already written there. Boldly is the example. How did Tarun face the challenge? That's the clue given for you. He knew it would be difficult, but Tarun faced the challenge boldly. Then the police dog at the crime scene raced away into the woods. Then it stopped nowhere in the middle of everywhere. Okay. Sorry. Then it stopped suddenly. Suddenly, you have to write suddenly. Then it stopped suddenly in the middle of nowhere. You just have to fill those blanks. Second question, the police dog at the crime scene raced away into the woods. Then it stopped suddenly in the middle of nowhere. Then third one, our school was closed after the heavy rains because it was flooded. Because it was flooded. Fourth, doors, we go for a walk dash morning. Every morning. Okay? We go for a walk every morning. The moment they found that the bag was missing, they searched everywhere for it. Are you following me? Are you writing?
Yes,
Yes,
ma'am.
ma'am.
Yes.
Yes, ma'am.
Write this. This may come in exam. Write this. Then last one, sixth. It is dash common to see people taking on their phone as they walk on the streets. Extremely common. I'm going to repeat the answers
One more
once.
time.
Yes. I'm going to repeat the answers. Just check whether you have written correct or not. First one is given there already boldly. Second one, then it stopped suddenly in the middle of nowhere. Third one, our school was closed after the heavy rains because it was flooded. Fourth one, we love the outdoors. We go for a walk every morning. Fifth, the moment they found that the bag was missing, they searched everywhere for it. Sixth, it is extremely common to see people talking on their phone as they walk on the streets. Clear?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Just a minute.
Ma'am, one more time tell what is answer of second.
Second one. Second is
Yes,
the
ma'am.
police dog at the crime scene raced away into the woods. Then it stopped suddenly. In the middle of nowhere. Okay, we have placed these answers from that box given above. Clear?
Yes.
Yes,
Okay.
ma'am.
Okay, then. Okay, we have 3 minutes more. Just come to page number 26. B. Page 26. B. Place the adverbs in brackets in appropriate places with the sentences. Within the sentences, there may be more than one correct position for some of them. Try and identify the kinds of adverbs. The first one is the example. We have constructed another floor. Upstairs is the adverb we have to use. We have constructed another floor upstairs. Okay, so in this way we have to make sentence. Second one, Neha could captivate people with her storytelling, and the adverb is always. So Neha could always captivate people with her storytelling. Neha could. After could you have to write always. Neha could always, just put a small arrow between could and captive and write always over that. Neha could always captivate people with her storytelling. Third one, the Shuklas moved house. Last Sunday we have to use as an adverb. So the Shuklas moved house last Sunday. Okay, like this only it will come. Underline that so you will understand that's the full sentence. Shuklas moved house last Sunday. Then fourth, we didn't get any rest during the training program, and the adverb is really. So we really didn't get. Okay, after we you have to write really. We really didn't get any rest during the training program. Fifth one, I threw the ball of paper but missed the waste paper basket carefully and narrowly. So I carefully threw. After I write carefully, I carefully threw the ball of paper but missed the waste paper basket narrowly. After basket, write narrowly. No, not after the basket, write between but and missed. I carefully threw the ball of paper but narrowly missed the waste paper basket. But narrowly. After but, write narrowly.
Ma'am, fifth one more time say.
Fifth one,
One more time say.
yeah, fifth one is I carefully threw the ball of paper but narrowly missed the waste paper basket.
Okay, ma'am.
Place narrowly between but and missed, and after I write carefully. Okay, is it clear?
Ma'am,
Yes, ma'am.
second
Yes,
one.
yes, yes.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, what
Ma'am,
happened? Yes, yes.
ma'am, please say second one.
Second one. Second one is Neha could always captivate people with her storytelling. After could, you have to write always.
Okay, ma'am.
Okay. Okay, just a minute. Okay. So time is over. Do you have any more doubt?
No,
No,
ma'am.
ma'am. No, ma'am.
Okay, then you may
No,
leave the
ma'am.
class. Okay, then everyone can leave the class.
Okay, ma'am. Thank you, ma'am. Thank you, ma'am.
Okay, bye.